Okay.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome. We are joined by one of the Zimbabwean students who has been studying in Ukraine. We know that some 12 days ago or so, Russia sent its troops to Ukraine. We have been discussing in previous videos the conflict in Russia, Ukraine, and NATO. We also been reading and seeing on television stranded students that were trying to get out of Ukraine. So we're lucky that today we have a Zimbabwean student. For security reasons, we will not mention her name. We'll simply have a discussion with her to understand her own experiences. Welcome, my young sister.
Thank you. Thank you.
What happened in Ukraine? What can you share with us, your own experiences?
Honestly, I wasn't really reading much into the news, but what just happened was we woke up and then everyone was just screaming that there were explosions in other cities. So we just tried to reach out to our friends that were in Kiev and Kharkov, and they confirmed that truly Russia had invaded Ukraine. But where I was, it was very far. Nothing really was happening. There were no explosions, no missiles or anything.
How far are you?
That's what happened.
From the capital?
I was 5-6 hours away from Kiev.
Oh, okay. And what's the name of the town?
It's called Znamnega, right?
Zamnega.
It's difficult to pronounce.
Okay. So, and how many of you were able then? Okay, once you heard that there were bombings that were happening, what followed next on your part?
In my city, we all just tried to leave apartment buildings to go to normal houses, because after we saw the videos of what they had done to Kiev apartments, we realized that it wasn't safe for us to be in a tall building. Okay. So we then just went and gathered ourselves in our friend's house. Mm-hmm. And then we just stayed there till we could find transport to leave.
Okay. How many were you?
Yeah.
How many were you?
In the house that we're staying, we were 4, and then we had other guys that joined, and then we ended up being 6.
Okay. And then the challenge of traveling, maybe if you can take us through, because we heard that black people have been pushed off the queue when crossing the border. What then happened?
Those are people that were affected by it, were people that were crossing the Polish border. Okay. But I went through the Hungarian border, and to be honest, I did not face any discrimination. The people here were very welcoming. They were very friendly. They gave us food. When we got to the border, there were even some of the Hungarian citizens that were offering water, helping with accommodation. So for those that crossed the Hungarian border, I don't think anyone faced any discrimination or they were treated badly. Okay. All the videos that are going around is for people that passed through Poland. Those are the ones that faced a lot of challenges.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long did you stay in that house before you made your way to the Hungarian border?
I think for about 4 or 5 days. 4 or 5 days, yes. Because to get transport from the city I was in, it was so difficult. Buses were expensive. Some drivers were charging $300. Mm-hmm. Some the $300 per person. Mm-hmm. Some were charging at least, I think the cheap ones were like $100. And it's not everyone that had that kind of money just to move. It's not like they were even taking you to the to the border side. They would take you to the nearest city, Uzhgorod. And then from there, you have to either take a train or you have to take a taxi. So the only challenge was the amount of money the taxi drivers were charging foreign students.
And yes. Would you know how many hours it took from the city where you went to the border post, which you were paying about 100 or 300 US$?
It took more than 24 hours, if I'm not like, I think, yeah, a day and some hours. What? Because we left our city at 12 noon. Then we got to Ujgo Road the next day in the morning, I think around 10. Then from there, we had to wait so we could take a train. And I think we got to Hungary around 1 or 2 p.m. On the 1st of March. That's when we got to Hungary.
Okay. Yeah. You took about 12 hours. Was it because of the distance or there were roadblocks along the way? What was happening?
There were a lot of checkpoints because on the road, it wasn't, they had so many barricades, and there were also soldiers that were checking the buses, and there was also traffic, like a very huge traffic, because of everyone was just trying to escape. So I think that's why it took so long.
Okay. Inside Ukraine, as you were making your way to the border, passing through the checkpoints, what is it that they were checking? Were you being searched or what?
No, the bus I was in, I think, so what happened is before we left our city, right, the police, I think they were also checking some public transport for, I guess, Russian spies or something. So it's the same thing that they were checking on the buses, like the people that are in there, are they just students, or if there's any suspicious thing but they didn't check our bags. They didn't check our bags. They just checked the bus. Yeah.
Okay. And you were about 6 in the house. So when you're traveling, obviously, you had to team up with the other students. Would you know their nationalities that were on your way to Hungary border?
There were Indian students, 3 Zimbabweans, a lot of Nigerian students. Yeah, I think those were the only 3 nationalities in the bus.
Okay. While you were in the house in Ukraine before you left, what was the situation? Because you were scared that you might be bombed. How did you access food and water during the time before?
So just the day that everything happened, everyone, I think it was, I'm not sure if it's the school authorities or it was just on social media, everyone was just advising to stock up food in the house. So because in our city, there wasn't really much action that was happening, we still had food in the shops. So we just went and the only thing that ran out in shops was water. It was only gas water that was remaining, and some of us were not used to drinking gas water. But things like normal food, toiletries and stuff, they were still available. So we only stocked up on food and water.
Okay. And on your way to the Hungarian border, did you encounter Russian forces, or it was only Ukraine or police officers or soldiers?
Yeah, it was only Ukrainian police and their soldiers. We didn't encounter any Russians.
Okay. In terms of the geographical location, this city where you were, where is it in Ukraine? Is it on the eastern or western side of Ukraine, or where exactly?
No, it's central Ukraine.
Or central Ukraine. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you have been in Hungary since then?
Yes, I've been in Hungary since the 1st of March.
Since the 1st of March. And your upkeep there in Hungary, you are saying you have been well received, you have no challenges?
Yeah, there are really no challenges. They are very welcoming people. They are really trying to help. So when we got here, we went to the immigration. They gave us temporary permits. So for those that want to stick around and maybe try and find their way forward, they have permits. But for those that want to go back home, we are planning on going back home.
So you are planning to proceed to Zimbabwe?
Yes, that's the plan because, we've lost so much, 4 or 5 years of our lives in Ukraine. We were about to finish school. There's so much money that was spent on school fees, and we really just don't know what's the way forward, whether the war is going to end. Are we going to finish our studies? So because the only challenge right now, the for me, that I think the unfair part is where in the European countries where they are like, oh, the third nationals, they should go back to their country. But I don't think they are considering how much this war has not only affected Ukrainian citizens, it has also affected us. Our parents invested so much for us to be in Ukraine. They invested thousands and thousands of dollars for us to be in school. And, for them to just say, just go home, no degree, we don't have our transcripts, we don't have our documents, we don't even have clothes. We only left Ukraine with passports, and the clothes that we were wearing, there was no time to pack. So it's a very blurry situation. We don't know what's the way forward. Like, that's the most difficult part that I think every foreign student is mostly stressed about. Is like, what's next? There is no answer.
What degree are you doing?
Medicine.
Medicine. And how many years have you spent in Ukraine? I'm saying, how many years have you spent in Ukraine?
4 years.
Oh, 4 years. Okay. So you were supposed to complete your studies when?
2024.
Or 2024. Okay. So you are now in Hungary, and do you know how many are you in Hungary, and how do you hope to get back to Zimbabwe?
Right now, I don't really know how many people are in Hungary because some Zimbabweans have left. And our government is helping us to go back home. They have gotten us tickets, and the good part is they also gave us return tickets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I heard that you have a friend there who might also want to share her experiences with us. Is that possible?
Oh, she left yesterday.
Oh, okay.
She left.
Okay. Or she left for Zimbabwe.
She's not from Zimbabwe. She's from Ethiopia.
Oh, she's from Ethiopia. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. No, thanks so much. Anything that you might want to share with us, which you think might be of importance?
I think no. Honestly, the people that have much information are the students that got affected at the Poland border. I think those are people that have important information because of the way they were treated. Yeah.
Okay. No, thank you so much. But do you have a date when you are likely to leave for Harare? Or you're still
not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yes.
Okay. Assuming the war is over in Ukraine, would you want to go back and continue with your studies?
I don't know, but if worst comes to worst, yeah, I think I would go back and finish what I started. Yes.
And I guess you have been able to speak to your parents in Zimbabwe.
Yes, I have.
And they are happy that you are not under any harm. You are safe in Hungary for now.
Yes, yeah, it's a relief. They were stressed so much.
Okay. Do you probably have information if there are still other Zimbabweans that are in Ukraine were not able to move out?
Yes, I have a guy that I know. He is stuck in a city called Sumi. There is no transport, and I think from what I've read, the city is surrounded by Russians. But I don't know if they've gotten any help, because people have been saying that maybe today they'll be evacuated, that they'll be given a safe passage. But I don't know if they actually got the safe passage, but they are stuck. There are so many people in Sumi.
When was the last time you spoke to your friend in Sumi?
I think last week. Last week, yeah,
okay.
He was complaining about shortage of food. Yeah.
Okay. And geographical, do you know where Sumi is? Is on the eastern part or western part?
No, I don't know where it is. I've never been to Sumi. Yeah.
Okay. And in the capital, we didn't hear of anyone stranded from Zimbabwe in the capital?
No, I think most Zimbabweans that were in Kyiv, they left.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we wish you all the best. We hope that you will be able to leave Hungary and be back in Zimbabwe safely.
Yes, thank you.
We really appreciate and thank you for sharing with us your own experiences. And we hope that those that are still affected will find their way out of Ukraine and be back in Zimbabwe, and also other students from other nationals. We hope they will be able to get back home safely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we wish that the war will end soon, so that you continue with your studies, so that you can come back to Zimbabwe and practice medicine.
Yes, we are praying for that too.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. We're talking to a Zimbabwean student who is in Hungary, was in Ukraine, on the central Ukraine, a city that she's struggling to pronounce the name of it. She's safe in Hungary. She was able to cross. Please continue to share with us your experiences. You might have a relative who's caught up in Ukraine or who was in Ukraine. Please write your comments so that we know what is happening. And we appreciate everyone who is helping out the students and the other nationals that are held up in Ukraine. Otherwise, I am Mabuto Nicholas Mapena. Please like this channel, write your comments, subscribe, and circulate. Goodbye.